What is up, you beautiful people? Stone here in Planet Zoo, and we are playing our Golden Animal Hugs franchise mode playthrough. And I think today's part is gonna be the last part for a little while until I get enough animals so I feel like I can resurge the series. But in betwixt parts, what I was working on is just beautifying this spot over here, putting down some short grass, and then I haven't filled up these bits yet because I might want to put some more stuff here, so I don't want to fill it up, especially with trees. And I don't want to make too much more like big things around here, because then I feel like it'll take away from the two statues. So maybe I won't put anything there. Maybe I'll put some more stuff on these sides. But yeah, it's the last part because we only have 3 animals left, and it's also like a first time part because we are putting in, wait, 3 animals. Normally we've only ever put in 2. So what's going on over here? Wait, yeah, your kid needs to be gone. Last time this happened, he was injured, so I couldn't release him into the wild. Are these little ones? Yeah, there's a bunch of babbies, which means maybe we should get rid of you. What happened to your lady? What? Did she pass away? How old are you, Rimbo? You were my first crocodile. You're only 35 years old. I think you can grow to be like 70, which is redonkulous, but that's great. Oh, I also realized I never filled up any of this spot. Maybe I should put more like eateries and stuff here. There's already a restroom there. Maybe I could put another restroom in the middle or some other things. There's definitely, I have to put something there that looks weird, but we're going to be putting an animal over here, and over here. Maybe not this whole thing. This one definitely doesn't need this whole thing. Maybe break this up again right there, or do it at an off spot. And then this one, I think this is going to be my biggest project today, whatever's going here. I want this one to be pretty big. I don't know all what I want to do, but I do want it to be fantastic, and fantastic it will be. But I might save that for last because it is a project. These other 2 might be easier, though, and I think I want to finish this up because then we'll have this whole side done. And then these 2 for last. So let's get working on some barriers for here and playing the game. Oh, hey, it's the moment of truth. I was just messing with something, and then I turned around, and here they are. We got some king pangoos. What's up, pangu? So this is what we got going on. I like the paths that I made. So I haven't done this before, but I really wanted them to be able to see into this part of the cage too. And I was thinking about it because they are confident creatures, and you can have people in their habitat. But I didn't want to do another walkthrough because I just did that with the kangaroos over here that we did last part, the kangaroo and the reindeer, in fact. But I do like them being able to get in there. So what's going on with you guys? Dangerous fighting again. You guys actually didn't fight all last part, so I think it's about time. You guys were in for all 4 of your kids that you have every single time to grow up one day and to be bickering and fighting with you. Why can't I get rid of one of them? Is you injured? Is that why? No, you're not injured. Can you guys even injure each other? You guys get angry and you start fighting each other, but I don't know about injuries. We also got presents and pop-ups everywhere. A connection thing. Oh, wait, we got a community goal thing, and we got something else. What did we get with this? Ooh, panda clothes and a sable antelope. Thank you, thank you. And we got whatever this do, $500. Don't mean nothing to me anymore. We got 2.6, almost 2.7 millions monies. So yeah, back to my penguins. We got them water. I got they wanted deep water space, so this is 12 meters deep. And yeah, I think I was about to explain to you that this is here. I like this. I like this square bit, and then it's around these poles, and it just looks cool. It looks nice. It looks great. Now, it's probably way too hot here for these guys because these guys like the tundra. So I got to work on making them happy, giving them enrichments, messing with the environment. They don't like this Simba tree. What tree? Where is this Simba tree? Oh, this one right here? This isn't technically in your enclosure, is it? You know what? Frick it. I don't want to get rid of it because I like it. I think its roots are just in your spot a little too much, so let me just move that over. Hopefully it's not now weirdly in the way of other things. So let's see. Did that do the job over here? You beautiful creatures, you? You guys, do you still hate the tree? Yeah, you still hate the tree. Well, there's nothing I could do about it. Or whatever, you're gonna have to deal with a little bit of foliage you don't like. It's not gonna kill you. It just makes you 4% less happy, whatever that means. Under the cover of darkness. Well, I think the sun's coming up. This reflection of the mountain right here is pretty crazy. Wait, what the? I just somehow submerged myself. So under here we put some fish feeders. We put an underwater submarine. We gave him a rubber ducky. I don't know, the rubber ducky's over here. That's one thing I wanted to do. But surprisingly, I didn't have to do anything to their terrain. I wanted to put in snow because not having snow was kind of weird, but they did want a little bit of soil. So I gave them some soil in spots. I like putting soil in the spots where they probably do a lot of their trafficking for me. Or at least certain traffic, because technically if they were doing traffic, they would always be coming from the water to here. So now that I say it, doesn't make a lot of sense. But I made it from like their sleeping area to the feeder. That's usually what I like to do. So that's a level, and then just a few bits of stuff because they only like up to like 5% foliage, and because they for some reason think this tree is within their domain, which I guess it is because it's over it. If that's how it counts, I thought it was maybe the roots, but it might just be because this is the freaking habitats count as like upward. So even if you had like somehow a 2-floor zoo, that everything above it is technically also in their habitat, which it is not, penguins, I can assure you. Oh, there's people here. Oh, this is awesome. What do you guys think about the penguins? Baby orangutan are the cutest. Yes, they are. It's scorching out here. I can't believe you're not even talking about my penguins. You only have thoughts from like 3 months ago. Have some new, fresh thoughts. Say you like being inside the penguin habitat or something. Dude, whoa, you are not happy. What's your problem? I'm going to need refreshment soon. Are we there yet? Are you where yet? What are you trying to see? Is it because do I have something that's like so far away from everything else? Not really. I mean, everything's kind of equidistant except for maybe like the pandas. Like these areas here are pretty far out, but I think that's nice. You get there and it's just like you could hang out here for a while. There's a lot of stuff to see, stuff to do. What? What, people? No problems. Stop having problems. Not allowed. But yeah, there's one thing I wanted to do to touch up on this, so I'll get right to that. Why does it keep doing this? It says he has escaped. He did not escape. He was in... Wait, let me just pop an H on you. I actually didn't do that with the penguins either. He's not escaping. What the frick is up with this? What is up? He cannot leave. I am totally confused. And what is broken? Why is this keeps breaking? And why are you a box boy? This is still a mystery I have not solved. I actually forgot about it while I was doing the beautification. There's multiple of you in boxes again. Used to only be 3. We have an epidemic of box boys. What the frick? Not all over again. Please don't be like this. But yeah, the thing I was missing is I wanted to break it up with some ice. I might put some more in because these look kind of uniform and weird, and it wouldn't naturally do that unless there were streams that were taking it, like underwater currents like that, or also just, I don't know what I did either. I put on like random rotation all the time, so I was just slapping them down, and I don't know. Kind of looks like the shape of pants. This is someone's pelvis. You got the leg eggies and the feet. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we should put some more in here too. But I got distracted with the frickin' box, boys. And no, not my raccoons. No, I can't watch this. I don't. Oh, it doesn't even have a heat signature. It's a ghost already. Oh, what the frick? When did you get here? I was watching for people running, and next thing I know, you're magically here, little lady. I bought all the ladies they had. They had 4 ladies and no boys. So when that happens, I just tend to just buy a whole bunch, because usually they can handle a lot of one agenda. So you do need hard shelter. I like the way this came out. I was actually just admiring before she caught my attention that this whole sideways little rock deal was kind of cool that I did. I did only 3 rocks, copied it a bunch of times. It looks nice, but I didn't do it all the way around because I felt like I didn't really need it. And the only reasons I did this here is because I wanted something that I measured this up to really nicely, so the kids should be able to see barely over it. So that should be nice, so they can see the flamingos in action. And these are a walkable inside kind of deal. Animals, but also not, because they're neutral, so that means they can still get scared if there's like too many people. So I just made it so these guys could be a little bit more off to themselves. Now, before we get too crazy with it, I gotta make sure to pop an H on one of these ladies and see if they can get on out of here. That they can't, but they can't also get to some of their spots. That's weird. I did a good job though with most of it because I smoothed it all out. After I flatten everything, I make sure to raise everything up on the sides a little bit, and then I smooth it all out. So pretty nice going on here. I like the color. That's why I also went with green to help break it up. There's a lot of greens and browns here with which it shares, but after I put in some other stuff, this should be a whole life of its own, along with waterworks and toys and everything. Everything. Under the cover of darkness again. But look at this. Oh, I think this looks so good. This is so good looking. This is so great. They got this little thing. There's some more stuff I could have, but surprisingly, I thought I already had all the enrichment because a lot of the enrichment items like carry over from one animal to another. Like there's more, like, okay, so what I'm trying to convey here is like a ball. Like a ball, some animals like to hit around. There's other animals that also like that ball. So I thought that I'd already have like the water features and stuff from the other animals that they liked it, so the flamingos would have it. But apparently, I don't have like any other stuff. I don't have any food enrichment for flamingos apparently. And yeah, I don't know what's up. I had all this stuff for my penguins. This is like the first time in a long time that I actually need to research things right now. But it's a good thing we got another animal that we still want to put in. And since this is the flamingos, oh, and this is so great. And I figured eventually I'm gonna have a lot of them, so gave them a whole big spot there. Some little grass patches with flowers. Any excuse to put in a Japanese maple or a cherry blossom, I'm doing it. Those are my two favorite plants in this game. Those and the Durham trees. The ghost ones are growing on me too. But what I'm talking about is what's this tree? I knew I put it here. Yeah, the dome tree, something like that. How my horses doing? Not too crazy. There's 5 of them in there. They're not going bananas or anything. Also, how my rhinos doing? I gotta do a looky round, looky round. Oh, there's 3 of them in there. Oh, little babbers. How old is you, little babbers? 6 years old? When do you become an adult? I don't know, but I feel like a lot of animals are usually already grown up by the time they're 5. And then I look at my own species and I'm like, what's wrong with us? We're not fully grown until frickin' it depends. But it's also wild that our brain's not fully developed until we're 25. Oh my gosh, and a lot of people still don't seem like that. So, yeah, the flamingos are awesome. Where are they hanging out? They like this. They like hanging out on their jetty. Oh, they're all over here in the cat reeds and stuff. Or the cattails, reeds, whatever they are, both of them. Sometimes, maybe, I don't know. And I like this little jettison pot. That's a look. They got their own peninsula. What they don't have though is food. I gotta give them food, and then I'm gonna build something over here. And this is gonna be absolutely spectacular and unlike anything else I've built in this zoo. And this is just here for reference. And how I got this prefab is I just took the Arctic quarantine facility and then got rid of the quarantine part of it. So now I just have the shell, and then I'm gonna work off of this, but not right here. I think it's gonna go over here, and this habitat is gonna be a gigantic. I mean, maybe I shouldn't make it too big because I feel like a lot of the stuff I look at my lion exhibit and I'm like, this thing is huge all in itself. So I look at this for some kind of scope. So if it's that big, I shouldn't make this that wide. Maybe we'll come out to here, but I want this to be. Oh man, I got. Maybe I will put it out farther. Oh man, this is gonna be a project. I can't wait for it. So apparently they grow up at 6.2 years because I was just about to work on some stuff. And then it's popped up with that there's dangerous fighting in the Indian rhino habitat. No, there isn't, young lady. My gosh, I can't believe how quick that happened. Just like the bum bum. And as always, raccoons. My poor raccoons. My pride and joys. How are they all doing though? Where is they're all over the place. We're on pause, so it's hard to see them without all the movement. Oh, but there be movement and little chitterings everywhere. Well, I wonder what their noise is called, because I've been learning a lot lately that every animal's noise that they make actually has its own name, which is like, why? But, okay. But during the day, moment of truth. Oh, look at this. I had to last second, like, put some rocks here to close up the door. Sea lions! Look at them! This is great. So I found out you can have one male for every 3 females, so that's what I did. And they got, this is their, you can kind of see the bottom of this, which is nice. This is their more shallow water, and then over here, this whole big section is their deep water, and then this whole thing is their whole enclosure, which might be my biggest enclosure yet. I'd have to check, but that, yeah, this does seem large. It's not as long as the lion habitat, but it's definitely wider, and it's definitely deeper. It's freaking, what is this? It's got it. I think I made it like 14 or 15 meters deep, so it's deeper than the penguins. But what I was thinking about is the freaking, the penguin's definition of deep is probably a lot different than a sea lion's definition of deep. And do you guys have a 5 head on you? Basically, is just what I'm seeing from this little photo right here. Dems has a 5 head. Where's you guy? You're awesome. No loves. Yeah, I have never had you guys. I think I've had the other seals. So when I first saw them, I was like, wait, you guys are actually kind of slender compared to the other thickums I've seen before, but oh my gosh. And also, as I was doing some stuff with the ibex, because they actually started popping off, and they're having a lot of babies, and there's a lot of fighting going on. And it's cool that they're all near the watering hole in this area. Oh, and they're running all over the mountain. Very nice. But I noticed that, sadly, our original male bison passed, but then when I looked, there is a frickin'... Oh... Our own albino bison. He's such a beautiful creature. And then I think they have stories about these guys too, like a white bison. But then I was thinking about, I always think about a lot of stuff while I'm building and looking and doing everything. My brain's always firing off in different directions. That's why it takes me a while to get stuff done, unless I got like, I got to try to stay on task. But then I'm like, oh, the lions thing, when I got my albino lion, I was like, oh, I think I've heard stories about like the ghost lions or white lions, but then I've also heard about the same thing with bison. So I'm just like, wait a second, that probably just happens all over the world because albinoism is a thing. I don't even know if it's an ism, but the being albino is not like too uncommon. It's rare, but it's not. I guess uncommon and rare are both different things, so I don't know. But I like that there's stories all over the world on different types of creatures. Now, how deep are you? Whoa, that deep. This deep. Look at all your swimming space. Now I gotta fill it up with some cool things for you to play around with. And oh, this is nice too. I really wanted like an area inside their enclosure where people could gather and just like hang out and look and be a part of. And this is awesome. I love this so much, and it's about to be so much better. Here we go. These guys, all the guys I've been dealing with today are pretty simple. I mean, the flamingos wanted more than anybody else, but that still wasn't that much. And speaking of flamingos, I finished the research for them, so they got their foraging thing, and they got a bunch of little waterfalls. And it looks so freaking nice. And then the sea lions could have had a waterfall too, so I gave them that. I gave them a soccer. I don't know why these are called Skittles. Is this what they're actually called in bowling? Like the pins? Or do people call the pins Skittles? Why are they called Skittles? I don't get it at all. They got this dog food ball. Or, it's not dog food. It's just called the dog ball for whatever reason. The fishes. Put some rocks in here to help just break it up with the space. And then I was thinking about putting more lily pads out here, but I was just like, lily pads don't make sense out in the like ocean. Not this is. It'd be cool if you could make simulated waves, but that's a different story. But I did put in like this rock structure to give them something that maybe they could hop up on. I don't think they can, but it helps break up the eye just for me. And then yeah, I put some lily pads in spots that kind of made sense where their roots could maybe take form and shape in this shallower part, but out here where it gets really deep, I just didn't think that made a lot of sense. Gave them sun reeds for a little bit of cover in case they wanted it, but I think they're neutral creatures, but I'm glad to see that people are up here having a lot of fun, having a grand old time. Gave them some jets, some water. It looks freaking dope. I loves it. If I could redo this again, the only thing I think I would change is maybe to make this thing like more of a mountain and not just a plateau. Cause yeah, it's kind of flat. I wish it was up a little bit higher, but that's what happens. You build something, you learn. Now I can build something greater if I have this mindset in me also another time. And I'm kind of I want to maybe make like another thing over here and then build another path so there's more spots for people to hang out. But like, why would you hang out in this sea lions all day? I don't know, just because it's a nice spot. And there's nothing in here. I'm thinking about putting something in here, maybe like some little eateries. It has enough space for maybe I could put two. I could put maybe like one right here, one right there. But then like the lines would like form into each other. So I don't know, maybe just one thing. I'll have to see what everybody wants over here. What's going on? Dangerous fighting. There's been a lot of dangerous fighting today. Oh, it's between... Oh, now we got 4 people that are... Oh, the dad. The dad's gone. Oh, we got to get rid of dad. He's no longer the strongest alpha in here. Got to get rid of these other dudes. Goodbye. Goodbye, dudes. Does that mean we have a late... Do we still have a dude, though? Are those... Oh, yeah, we still have a dude. This dude's not out of the equation just yet. Hey. I thought I told you guys to leave. Sometimes it doesn't like to, especially with the capybaras. I'll be like, click, 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 30 of them. And then I go to release and it's just like, you meant 5? No, I want all of them gone. They all need to leave. Hey, they're really enjoying this. I love it. We got like shrimps in here. That's how they get the color, you know. They're born like white and black, and then they actually eat so much shrimp that the pigmentation goes into them. They're so susceptible to it. They're one of the only animals that does that. Or maybe it's just because of the high quantities of shrimp they eat. But then you'd think maybe like whales would be more pink than they are. I don't know of a pink whale. Usually when they're pink, that means they're albino. Certain animals, when they get that gene, the albino gene or the lack thereof, they don't always turn white. Like the penguins, I thought were really cool. They turn like yellow, which is awesome, and it reminds me of like a shiny Pokemon, and I loves it. So now what we want to do right now is get rid of this batch again. Actually, I probably get rid of all of you except for this girl, and then I gotta get her as a boyfriend. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, I didn't want to just get rid of 4. This doesn't math correct anymore. Wait, yeah, I want to get rid of you. You can't be... No, this is a first. There's plants that the penguins like, but they're mostly like underwater ones, and I just didn't think that would make any sense. So I decided that I'm just gonna put rocks on this one. It's a brand new thing we've done with the trophies, and also the world is not playing, but that's probably for the better. I don't want things popping up and getting weird as we're ending it, but also I don't really know where I'm gonna put this. I kind of like putting this in the center, but like up higher? How would that make sense though? Can I have like some things connect on the beams like across? I should have probably thought this out more. I forgot I didn't have a place for this. Wait, go back down here and then just go like straight up to a certain degree. Oh wait, no, I've done it again. I want it from here. But wait, where do I want the penguin looking? I don't want him looking at like one of the poles directly, so let's just make him look out in this direction. And then we'll bring this up to a certain height that's above the people so they have something upwardly to look at. There we go. And then I kind of want to put... Do I just put rocks all the way down? What do I do with this? That's something I'm going to have to figure out. I'll probably figure it out in betwixt because I just realized that there's some more beautification I want to do. That's enough for another part. Plus, I think it would be a cool idea for like the last part of the series at the moment to be a whole tour of the park. So there's that's going. It's not exactly straightened out, but that's where it's going, and I like it. And we'll probably do something made out of rocks. I'll probably make like a little rock mountain here. That would look kind of cool with the same scheme as this, maybe. So it's white and dark. And the reason I did that too is because I wanted to break up the colors. And then the yellow's here because when they're albino, they're yellow. And we also have a little baby penguin named Lucy. Oh, look how furry and honestly kind of ugly you are. You're a brown, ugly color, but you'll be beautiful one day, you little ugly duckling. And I'll save the seal one for last because that one is actually kind of cool to do. I'll put the flamingo one right here. Lots of flowers, lots of color, unlike the penguin. Made it red, so certain things would pop out. And there's like a redder color over here. Very, very nice. And it's also a dark red because the regular red turns out to look orange. I don't know if it's the lighting, but something's up with that. And then over here, I decided I want to put the statue around this. And it didn't make sense to put it on a rock, so he's on a bronze slab surrounded with flowers and other things, and they're all shorter than him, so he stands out more. When people turn around, they could be like, oh man, that looks amazing. This is so amazing. I'm so happy and excited and proud of what I've done, and this is just so amazed. I am so amazed. Yeah, I do want to beautify this up. I might beautify back up here a bit, but I'm still not certain. I don't like that in betwixt these things is just a bunch of barrens, so I might have to. Maybe I'll put some more rocks, or I'll make a mountain to put back here so it looks even better. So it's like a, I don't, I can't think of the word right now, but it's like a backdrop kind of thing. When you look at it, it'll look so nice, have some very nice scenery. This whole place looks freaking awesome. I can't wait to do a tour of it. And should I have another thing that's maybe another transport thing? I think maybe making another transport thing would be cool. And yeah, that's it, you folks. This is awesome, you beautiful people. I do hope you enjoyed. I know I sure did. And if you did, remember these three things. You're beautiful, I appreciate you, and have a great one. Bye-bye.